to Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus God Sage, and today we are doing an air sign Gemini read. This will be an air sign Gemini read to cover the first 2 weeks of August. So, Gemini will start here with the Egyptian deck and see what Tarot and Source has in store for you. So we start here with the Six of Wands, Gemini, followed by the Queen of Swords, followed by the Two of Wands, ending with the Knight of Wands. So Gemini here, right off the bat, all these wands and this single Queen of Swords. I'm getting that the relevance here may be about the ways you go about attaining your means of creation. You know, the ways you use the tools that you use to create things. But to start here, Gemini, we have the Six of Wands. You know, sixes being about coming to some stability off the turmoil and the chaoticness and the intensity of the energy of the fives. But here with the Six of Wands, to begin your read, Gemini, you know, I'm seeing that there's a chance for abundance here, that there's a chance for celebration. You know, the Six of Wands is very much so a card about victory and achievement and some type of battle or struggle or difficult endeavor. Because we lead with the Six of Wands, but we also end down here with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So we'll go across and see what this Knight of Wands in reverse might be hinting at. There seems to be something you're fighting for here. There's also a weaponry aspect about underlying this read here, Gemini. But with the Queen of Swords, we have here a queen with her sword, but also still with her hand just slightly further out than her sword, to make sure that she is very careful and she is very intentful and she is very just in her cuts. The Queen of Swords here, very powerful feminine energy coming up in your read. If what you're trying to create, not what you're trying to create, if the achievement about what the options you have here with this Two of Wands and choosing to create something, if the achievement there is to be had involves an outside feminine energy, you know, you might be looking at creating very successful relationships with the feminine energies around you, Gemini, as we go into these first 2 weeks of August. But yes, you had the Two of Wands, a card about choice and seeing the best means to procure what you want, you know, the best tools to suit your capabilities. And that might be what we're dealing with the Knight of Wands in reverse here. You know, the actual intentful use, the actual environment, and the actual relativeness of the use itself and how you use it. But we're going to follow up with the Wood Tarot deck here, Gemini. see if we can close some of these gaps here. And we have the Wheel, Major Arcana number 10. We also have the Ace of Vessels, or the Ace of Cups, followed by the Five of Stones, or the Five of Pentacles. So I'm getting that on this second layer here, you know, between your victory and achievement and this powerful feminine energy that's stable yet still decisive here with this Queen of Wands. You know, the Wheel, if you're dealing with a female energy outside yourself, you might find some stagnation here with this Wheel in reverse. If this is resonating with you as it pertains to relationships, then you might be looking for more grand starts, or just starts in general, because this Ace of Vessels here is the start of the new opportunities, but being in the start, not in anticipation of the start. But here, the Ace of Vessels was going across your Queen of Wands and your Queen of Swords and your Two of Wands here. So, yeah, it could very, very much so be that you want an opportunity to choose a new start with some very idolized, very stable, and very prominent female presence in your life. But between this choice with the Two of Wands and this Knight of Wands here in reverse, we have the Five of Stones, or the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Endurance. The Five of Pentacles is very much so the manifestation of the worry and the angst that the Apprentice and the Four Pentacles had. So this Five of Stones in reverse here about the endurance. You know, you might not be willing to wait around too long for this choice to manifest what you want after you've began to charge forward, after you begin to gallop into battle towards achieving whatever it is here that you're trying to manifest these first 2 weeks of August here, Gemini. So from the Spirit deck, we have the Gazelle, and we also have the Well in reverse. The Gazelle a fire card, and the Well a water card. You know, relative to the antelope, we're talking about a creature here that survives in very intense environments as it pertains to, you know, predators and the climate, but it's still very agile and graceful and adept and quick, you know, very much the cousin of the impala. But to further expound on your Gazelle here, Gemini, which is why I got a little tongue twisted throwing these G's at me. Hope someone is out there trying to manifest something to throw some G's at you guys, Gemini. You know, whether you want to get some G's or some D's thrown on you. I hope that you're receptive and that you catch it. But your Gazelle here in balance is about being graceful, perceptive, and artistic. It's heightened awareness, ability, and vulnerability. You know, yes, you're very much adept to your weaknesses and your strengths, and you use them very skillfully to attain your survival in this harsh landscape that might be the beginnings of creation, and also maybe looking for balance and justice and fruitfulness in this creation. You know, it's a very noble desire. But the whale in reverse here, a very deep dwelling creature in the depths of the ocean. You know, very powerful and solemn and altogether endearing animal. Whether it's about self-sustenance or, you know, raising a family in a vast and sometimes harsh environment. You know, the whale does successful at these things, and it's very majestic in its internal nature. But when out of balance, the whale is heavy and it slips into old story. So might have a particular routine or a default excuse here, Gemini, that might be trying to work its way back into your vocabulary or work its way back into your wheelhouse. This beginning of August, but you know, it's important to always prune those things as we grow ourselves a rose bush of internal beauty. But the will here is also about profound emotional health and how the experiences that it has enriches it, and that's a powerful thing to be thinking about as we enter these first 2 weeks of August and the last quarter of the year. Hopefully what you're trying to attain and create here is enriching you and not just causing you to be an adept survivalist. But to end with your final card from the crypt deck here, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. You know, you're coming up all wands, Gemini. You're very much so trying to manifest and create something. It's, if you could break the Magician up into, you know, 4 pieces, this would be him and all the wands that are present here in your reading. But the Page of Wands about studying and about being informed and about skillful seeing to the degree that you might become a spy. And wands here, you know, I'm looking at the page, but I'm thinking of the 8 of Wands and about, you know, a message coming soon. And if you're looking for something, then that's very common in the chain of events that comes with looking into something, you know, information arriving about it. So if you're looking into something here and you're not seeing what you want, and you're not seeing what you're trying to create, manifest, with this Page of Wands in reverse here, you know, that the inner beckoning of the 8 of Wands, I ask you to heed that, Gemini, and do know that some good news is on the way. This has been Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus God Sage, wishing you, Geminis, a beautiful and prosperous beginning of August 2020. As always, much peace and love.